Okay, you guys, so we need to talk about Claressa Shields because she is out here responding to some Christmas rumors. And honey, let me tell you, the internet has been talking. So apparently, rumors have been flying around that Papoose did not spend Christmas with Claressa. Instead, the word on the street is that he was with Remy Ma and their daughter. Now y'all, let's get into it. So the day after Christmas rolls around, and people start saying that Claressa spent the holiday all by herself. The claim going around was that Papoose chose to be with Remy and their child instead of being with Claressa. And listen, you already know how the internet moves when they smell drama. Now, Claressa has already been dealing with a whole lot of public backlash just for being with Papoose in the first place. A lot of people don't support this relationship because, let's be real, the situation is not ideal. It's messy, it's complicated, and folks have opinions about it. And here's the thing, Papoose is still legally married to Remy Ma. Yes, still married. Now, both of them have said they want a divorce, okay? But here's where it gets interesting. Each one of them is blaming the other for why that divorce hasn't actually gone through yet. Plus, we're talking about over 10 years of history between these two. That's a whole decade of marriage, memories, and everything else that comes with it. So, someone decided to ask Claressa directly, how did she feel about Papoose spending Christmas with his wife and daughter? And Claressa clapped back. She responded and said that Papoose spent Christmas with his mother and his family. She made it clear that he did not spend it with his ex-wife. And she told this person that they were straight up misinformed. But hold on, because someone else jumped in and said, wait a minute, Remy is not his ex-wife. And they're right. Claressa is actually the one who's misinformed here because Papoose and Remy Ma are still married, like legally, on paper. So calling her the ex-wife? That's not accurate. Now, this is where my brain starts asking questions. If Papoose spent Christmas with his mother and his family like Claressa is saying, then why wasn't Claressa there? Because if she had actually spent Christmas with him, don't you think she would have said that right away? Like, we spent Christmas together with his family? But she didn't say that. And that right there raises some serious doubts about her explanation. If we're being honest. Here's the other thing. Papoose's mother actually likes Claressa. This is not a situation where there's beef or tension. Claressa has been to the mother's house before. The woman even cooked them a full-course meal. So there's no known drama or issue between Claressa and Papoose's mom. So if everything is fine with the family and his mom likes her, then why wasn't Claressa there for Christmas? The story just doesn't add up, you guys. It feels like Claressa might be trying to save face here. Now, apparently Papoose tries to make it up to Claressa by buying her some Louis Vuitton gifts. We're shown the gifts, and okay, they're nice. Louis Vuitton, you know, luxury, all of that. But here's where people started getting suspicious. Some folks believe that Claressa actually bought those gifts herself, and then tried to make it look like Papoose bought them for her. And why do people think that? Because Claressa literally recorded herself shopping at Louis Vuitton just a day or two before this.
I don't know why you did that, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to give me nothing from Louis, but I appreciate you. I wonder what this is. This box big as ever too. Lord. Lord have mercy, don't tell me you ain't got a big gigantic purse. Book that or something. Mind you, I don't have no Louis. This is nice! Bricks! Whoa! Okay. Wow. The gym bag?
Well, it's a duffel. So when you shopping?
Dad, I'll take this motherfucker to the gym. I'm putting gym clothes in here. I'm about to go to the gym Lou bag. Yo, she rich for real. Yeah, I come to the gym Lou bag. Tap out of him for Christmas. Thank you, baby. That's so cute. Thank you. And then it's one more? Mm-hmm. This is a nice bag, yo. You did not have to do that. I love it. Let's see. This is Lord. Wait, oh. What? Nah, bro. You ain't have to do that, bro. Wow. What?
And it matches the whole.
Oh, please. Oh, I can't wait to roll my bag to the airport on a. What? To get customized. Ain't we going to Miami? I'm about to roll to Miami, boy.
So y'all knew my man had to come through for the baddest for his queen. He came, Louis Vuitton travel right bag with the travel with the. Merry Christmas to the guavs. Also, too, hold on.
So people started connecting the dots and were like, Hold up, did she just buy these herself and act like they were from him? You see where this is going? But I did my homework.
Claressa Shields, the more you try to push Remy Ma out the equation, the more she stands out in your equation, okay? Because you can control what you respond to, and she can't control it, y'all. Like, a lot of people in the comment section of that recent post about where Papoose was for the holidays, well, I guess that triggered her because she felt the need to defend her man, and also in that same sentence say that's his ex-wife. Well, y'all, let me know in the comment section, has Remy Ma and Papoose finally got a divorce? Has that been finalized? Because the last time I checked, I don't recall that ever being handled, ever. Like, I think they're still legally married. So, unlike Yandy and Mendeezy's, them two were really locked down, for real.
Okay, I actually checked the receipts that Claressa posted, and guess what? The items that Papoose allegedly bought her were not on those receipts. They weren't listed.
Y'all, Claressa Shields is overly hated, and we gotta talk about it. The level of scrutiny that she deals with online, she had to deal with that before she had the fame and money to cope with that. If you didn't know, she had a really, really rough upbringing, and she's always needed to defend herself. So it would make sense for her to always need to be preemptively defensive, you know? And you gotta think about it. Every time she comes online, people are always coming at her, whether it's about her not being one of the greatest women fighters in history, and she is, or if they just do something simple like attack how she looks. And they do that a lot, and that's crazy because she's beautiful, and I don't understand. Or they might talk about how she talks. And you gotta understand, she's had a career being hit in the head, bro. All of them, they just kind of talk like that. That's how they are. And I want to bring up Papoose real quick because the nigga's at least 15 years older than her. So she wasn't rich growing up, but she did eventually become her family's breadwinner. So she's kind of used to having leeches. And I don't want to call her family leeches, but she's talked about certain people in her family using her before. She said that. Papoose being around her and not really doing much, it's just something she's been accustomed to. So she's not even thinking about some shit like that.
So here's my final take on the gifts. It looks like Papoose probably did buy them, unless Claressa bought them separately and just didn't post those receipts, which is possible. But overall, it seems like he actually did get her the gifts and was trying to make things right.
At this point, Claressa wants Papoose more than she wants her career. I did this video that said that Papoose is going to have to raise Claressa Shields. And not even a week later, she's rolling around in Louis Vuitton, spreading money in a bizarre fashion. One video, he was with her. The next video, she's by herself. Then she goes home pretty much saying, my man, my man, my man. This is the beginning of a woman who's very severely insecure. And it's sad to watch because this is Claressa Shields. But in that video, I talked about men, specifically men from certain states, like now in this particular case, New York, but I'm sure it's all 50. They don't like this kind of stuff. So not knowing what to say, not knowing how to carry yourself, not knowing how to act. And because we know Claressa wants Papoose more than she probably wants her career at this point, this is going to cause her a lot of problems. I predict, though, that if she continues to act like this, I don't see them making it. Like, it's too much public embarrassment. Too many pieces that are going out on her. Folks are talking about, people are jealous. No, babies, nobody's jealous of Claressa Shields. The women who are speaking up on it, the majority of ones, I'm not talking about the ones that are in the comments. The majority of people want her just to recognize who she is, go out there, whip some ass, get your belts, and then move on. But that's not what she appears to be doing. Like, she'll slide it in every now and again, but all of her conversation now is tailored around Papoose. And Papoose don't like that shit. Men don't really be feeling that. I don't know why women think that you keep yelling, my man, my man, my man, is going to excite a nigga. It just doesn't. And it speaks more about where she is mentally than anything else. I'm telling you, he's 5 seconds from telling her, keep my wife's name out your goddamn mouth. And if he does that, that'll be sad.
Now I want to hear from you guys. How do you feel about Claressa saying that Papoose spent Christmas with his family and not with Remy Ma? Do you actually believe her explanation? Or do you think something else was going on? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments because I want to know what y'all think about this whole situation. And that's all I've got for you guys right now. I'll catch you later, and we'll talk again soon.